Hellola patrons. This video is a recording of my attempt to get through Fear and Hunger with Ragnvaldr on hard mode to get that S ending. Do we make it through? Do we die repeatedly? Stick around and find out. Like, comment, subscribe, and all those cool things. Mwah. Hellola Life Forcer, how you doing? Alright, so basically, Ragnvaldr's plot is that he is one of the last people of his tribe who was slaughtered by like a mercenary knight, like a band of like mercenary knights, and so he's going to get revenge on this mercenary called the Guard. It's basically Berserk. I've never seen Berserk, but I've been told that's what it is. So I decided to name him Butts. Alright. We're playing on a hard mode because that's the only way that you can get the S ending. The difference between S ending and all of the other endings is that well, there's a couple of differences. One, you can barely see shit if you don't have a torch up. Two, food in containers is likely to be rotten. Hey there, trans fam. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? You cannot recruit any sentient party members. And you know, that's the big one. The other one is no saves. Hey, Starfire, how you doing? Alright, yeah, y'all probably can't see shit right now, but that's okay. We're about to fight a Maneba. Alright. One of the advantages of being a solo player, though, right, with only having one person in the party, is you don't have to worry about feeding your other party members. And with Ragnvaldr, I decided to pick the skill Devour instead of Bloodlust, partly because Bloodlust is and partly because it allows you to Devour lets you feed yourself without having to worry about the increased amount of rotten food. I'm doing pretty well, Starfire. Got a bunch of oh shit, a green herb from a box. Nice. Yeah, had a bunch of restless energy. Wanted to stream. Damn. Okay. Want to save this guy for later. We might need to eat him later when we're down on our food. Okay, that's locked. Hello, Life Forcer. Just waking up? Well, hey, I'm glad you decided to pop in. So, it is possible for me to make it through this door without using a key. I've just got to do 300 or more damage. Since there's a bit of variation, I'm just going to keep hitting it until I bust it open. I'm just going to keep hitting it until I bust it. The door is too strong for you. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it, Butts. There we go. Omni's iconic quote. Well, it's possible. True. Okay, we don't have anything to pick up any wine yet, so I guess we'll leave that for later. Yeah, one of the big reasons that I want to take Dash is we get to juke our way around all of the annoying monsters, the kind of things that we don't want to slow us down. They really do just have, like, considering everything else, the people who made the Dungeons of Fear and Hunger clearly made them to withstand some sort of prisoner outbreak. Hellola Rampant. I know what else is solid. Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Ice. Ice is a solid. Yeah, there we go. Aha. Good job. Ba 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 da ba ba. Colonel, I keep trying to sneak, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my cheeks keeps alerting the guards. Okay. The drops have not been terrible, but they're not great. Okay, an explosive vial, pretty useful. Remember, we cannot use the beds to rest in, so the only reason that we even interact with them is to get a like cloth fragment for bandages. Okay, okay. We're picking up money. That's good. We're gonna need money for basically one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to buy soul stones from the wizard merchant in Mahabra. Maybe an explosive vial from the cave people merchants if we're really desperate. Smoke from Dark Souls 1. Safety. Well, I don't really like Dark Souls, but this game is certainly on that kind of level in difficulty from what I understand. Just a different kind of difficulty. Alright, so, for those who don't know, this table actually has 2 hitboxes where you get to search for weapons. And sometimes, it just bugs out and gives you nothing even though you pass the coin flip. Because this game is made with spaghetti code. Give me head, give me head. Oh man. That's okay. One of the important things to remember about this game is never to base a strategy around something that you would get from RNG, because you're not guaranteed to get it. Alright, there's a ghoul here that could be useful later if we get necromancy. But like I said, we're not necessarily guaranteed to get necromancy, so we're just going to ignore him. With this guy, takes him a turn to load and a turn to fire, so we may as well just unga bunga the torso. RNGesus is not on our side here. Right, RNGesus is neither our friend nor our foe. You know, it just kind of is, you know? Much like how the jungle is not your friend or your foe, it just kind of exists. Okay, okay. We're not that hungry. We'll leave him there just in case we need to, like, skin him. Blue vial, that's pretty good. Alright. We don't have any arm guards, so I'm not too keen about taking him on. I'd rather not if I don't have to. Because, like, the stuff that he has, not all that worth it. Okay, cool. He's going back. Love that. Turn around. Or, you know, spot me. That works too. Cool. I need to pop the lever. Tinder boxes. Those are useful. So, cloth fragments, sticks, torches. Cloth fragments, sticks, tinder boxes. Those are our basics for making more torches. And torches are going to matter a hell of a lot more in hard mode. Alright. So like I said before, silver coins, we're going to need a lot of them. And one of the best ways of getting a good, solid chunk of silver coins, other than, like, looting everything, like, that's still kind of random. But if there is one, like, guaranteed source of silver coins, it's saving Buckman. So, we killed Traughter. Easiest boss in the game. You know what? Nom 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 nom. So, Buckman was hiding out from Traughter. For those who don't know, Buckman is the Crown Prince of Rondon, which in this world is basically the equivalent of, like, medieval England and France, you know, combined. Which means it's a terrible place to live. Ah, lucky we got 3 priests this time. Alright, we want to sacrifice this guy. Because that gets us more affinity with Olma. I mean, modern day France is also a terrible. As a British person, I would have to agree. But still, they do know how to protest against authority. Oh, I was not expecting that to miss. Hi, Queen of Hell. How you doing? Britain, hell no. Okay, that's a guaranteed soul stone. We're not going to get many guaranteed soul stones here. And because we don't have a whole lot of guaranteed ones, I've got some ideas about what I want to use them for. Y'all let him take the firearms away, and now you can get 6 months in jail for a Facebook meme that offended someone. That's just objectively not true. Like, if you're gonna, like, if you're gonna say things about England, like, at least if you're gonna say things about Britain, you know, shit on them for things that are actually true, okay? Like, don't just make shit up. Also, hi, Neri. Thank you for resubbing. Oh, God, that's an elite god. Feel like I'm about to pass out because you just won cat fight night. What's cat fight night? I'm curious. Alright. Any of these books that we get automatically without needing to do a coin flip for them, probably not all that useful. The recipe book, though. Oh, by the way, yeah, let me just look at a gentle ladies club. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Thank you for saying hello, Neri. Alright, cool. They're talking about America. The idiot has put people in... Yeah, like... Okay. So this guy, the human Hydra, we're leaving him the fuck alone. Not because he's dangerous. He's actually completely harmless. But we might need to farm the pinecone pig on him.
Hey, Lola.
Hey, Richibus, how you doing? Yeah, that sounds really cool. Alright. Fuck. Okay. Cool. shit. Okay. 16 of us dancers duke it out in March Madness brackets of boxing matches. That honestly sounds like pretty cool, to be honest. All right. Here, come on. Okay, he's not gonna move. If I all right, here we go. You're in the finals? Hell yeah. So it like goes by actual like rules then. I was gonna say, unlike wrestling, which is scripted, which is not the same thing as fake, because people do suffer some like very real injuries as a result of it.
Go, Onion! I need to collect the tools.
Okay, he's reverted to his usual patrol patterns. Oh my god, that's an actual Shy Lily emote? That's kind of cool, actually. Alright, now we have the Soul Stone and the Purifying Talisman. We can unlock the Hexen, and we can get a skill. There's a couple of different skills that I want to unlock. One of which is to make sure that I don't immediately fuck up the run. The other is to make sure that that I can fast travel around. So those are going to be Loving Whispers to do healing, and Blood Portal to basically teleport. Book of Forgotten Memories, that's pretty good. So this will basically give us one of our Outlander skills for free, because we're just remembering previous marksmanship.
To the cocktail
That's not bad.
Please enjoy your stay.
Thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but empty scroll. Oh, fuck yes. Oh, that's so good. I am. Okay. That's really cool. Used to sing that song now. Can't because it's not true anymore. Yeah, like being American is one of those things that yeah, just it's kind of difficult to be proud of being an American, considering all the stuff that terrible people want to do to us. €2,000? Hell yeah. Honestly, like I would let other ladies punch me for a chance to get €2,000. Good job though. That's amazing. All right. Okay. First thing I want to do is we're gonna use the empty scroll. Oh Lord. Give Pinecone Pig. Now I know it says Pinecone Pig instructions, but it actually just is a real Pinecone Pig. You might be asking yourself, Lola, what the hell is a Pinecone Pig? I'm glad you asked. Me? A Pinecone Pig is basically a charm that people in Finland make. It's basically a combination of a pine cone and like a bunch of sticks for legs. What that does then is like it's just like a kid's toy. It like looks like a pine cone, but it's said to bring good luck. Okay, Rampart. It's clear that you don't necessarily like. Are you lost? How did you find my channel? Were you looking for like for leftists to dunk on in the open marketplace of ideas, discourse, blah blah blah, or you know, were you looking for like fear and hunger players? Because we can have this discussion, but you're not ready for my answers. I mean, if we look on the International Freedom Index by country, like fucking you know, America isn't even in the top 5th countries. Like it goes Switzerland, New Zealand, Denmark, Ireland, Sweden, Estonia, Iceland, Luxembourg, Finland, Norway, Netherlands, Taiwan, Canada, Australia, Latvia, then America, then the UK. Okay, sure. Yes. Anyone who questions anything must... What exactly are you questioning? Yeah? Tell me. I've not declared you my opposition. I'm merely asking you a question. And I merely told you that you're not ready to have this conversation. Just because a lady with big titties is telling you you're not ready to have this conversation, it doesn't mean that I consider you my enemy. Person said you must be a Trump supporter for begging to ask a question. Is that what they said? Did they literally say that you must be a Trump supporter for begging to ask a question? No, they indeed said, looks like you're a Trump supporter because only a Trump supporter would ask how we're not free as an American. If you have to frame yourself as oppressed, like if you have to boil down your argument into I've been attacked just for asking a question, then that just shows that your argument isn't very good. Like, if your argument is good, you will argue it on its own merits. You'll say somebody, said that I must be a Trump supporter for saying that, for asking why as Americans we are not free. Instead, you felt like that didn't paint you as much as the victim. Instead, you decided to frame it as being attacked for asking a question. Now, you might have done this unintentionally because of the kind of media you typically consume. I'd like you to think about why exactly you framed it in that way. And then, maybe have a think about it, and then, come back to us with a more open and honest frame of mind. That's probably not what you wanted to hear. You probably wanted to hear, to be told to get out of. I'm being perfectly civilized. Just because you're taking umbrage at like other people who are, rightly taking umbrage over the fact that they are facing very real oppression in America right now, doesn't mean you get to act like the victim here. If you're, every Republican accusation is a confession. Fuck off and don't come back. Okay, cool. We've got a really big storeroom here. Purifying talisman, pretty useful. Need to drop the hammer? Please do, Fairs. Bottle of whiskey, nice. Throwing knife. Raw meat, always good to have more food. Okay, okay. Thank you, I appreciate you. Hey, first try. Alright, alright. I doubt that he'll reflect on the things that he said, because Trump supporters are taught to be the victim despite, you know, not being a victim in any way, shape, or form. They face no oppression. They face literally... They face nothing in terms of being the minority. And yet, they will... They dearly crave to be the victim. You know, they have everything. They have the House, they have the Senate, they have the President, they have the Supreme Court. And yet they insist. They plead for the chance to be the victim. You raised Republican but became independent. I remember. Alright, so here's where I start getting my build together here, chat. Now, luckily, I'm running the censorship mod, so I can show this on Twitch without violating the terms of service. Alright, over here, this is a statue to Olma, legally distinct Jesus. Because in this world, the history tells of a man who was born to whose parents are an entity known only as the false god and a virgin mother. He wandered the world, gathered 12 disciples, was crucified by authorities, and then ascended to godhood. And the gods, like the old gods that exist right now, they really don't like that. They don't like the idea that a human could ascend to godhood. And so they've done all sorts of things to try and prevent any other humans from doing that. Okay, so the reason we just took part in that PG-13 orgy was to raise our affinity with Sylvian, the goddess of life, healing, fertility, and sexuality. So, we are now aligned with two different gods, with Olma and with Sylvian. We use the purifying talisman to burn away the seal on this door, and we come to the Hexen. This is a place where we can sacrifice lesser souls of monsters and like guards and things that we find here in order to learn new skills. You'll notice that these particular areas of the Hexen are glowing brightly. That indicates our affinity with the different gods. So this one over here is Grogoroth, god of destruction. Then we have Sylvian, god of creation. And then we have Olma, legally distinct Jesus. One of the things that I want to learn from Sylvian is Loving Whispers. It's an ability that costs us part of our sanity, but allows us to restore our body stat. Basically healing at the cost of our sanity. Because I want to be as self-sufficient as possible in this run. So now, we use Loving Whispers. We don't need to heal up right now, but if we needed to, that's how we do it. We're getting kind of hungry, and these guys, they don't have anything else on them, so the last thing that they can do for us is feed us. Maybe it was a mistake coming to this dungeon, you fucking think? Indeed. Welcome, Ash. You missed a Trump supporter being all whiny baby because he was like, how are you not free in America? And then, you know, we gave some fairly like calm, reasonable, well thought out points as to why that's not the case. And then he said that he was being oppressed. So we fucked him right off. We ignore Pocket Cat because we don't have anything to trade with him. We wouldn't trade any children to Pocket Cat even if we could. That sound indicates that the Crow Mauler has entered the dungeon. The Crow Mauler is like, have you ever played Alien Isolation? Did you know that the alien is always on the map? Always kind of waiting for the chance to strike? The Crow Mauler is basically like that. The Crow Mauler was a captain of the army who came from Rondon to try and bring some order to the dungeons of fear and hunger. Instead, he went mad, and the dungeons mutated him to have the head of a crow and an arm of like a big mauling club, hence the name the Crow Mauler. Alright. Okay. We ignore that guy because he can rip our arms off with just kind of thinking about it. Alright. There's another yellow mage over there. I don't know if I can trust myself to run past him reliably. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run at him. I'm going to throw an explosive vial at him. Because I would rather throw an explosive vial at him and just kind of ruin his day than like try and swing at him and miss. Because he can only do his most powerful spells if he can dance. If I break his legs, then he will stop being able to use the ability to rip my limbs off. Okay, cool. So he can only use Locust Swarm now. So that means I can this actually works out even better, because now I can talk to him. Which gods do you serve? I channel destruction, so isn't it obvious? Groggoroth? Correct, you are not completely misguided. Then we talk to him again. Can you teach me about Groggoroth? I am not at a level to pass on knowledge of such matters. Seek out my master, Nasra of the East, if you desire to learn more. Here, if you are to survive my blood magic, show this talisman to my master and show great humility. He might just listen to you. So now, we've gotten everything that we need from him. We can kill him with impunity. Kids learning TikTok dances would make them the real danger. Yup. Alright, so now, a sorcerer's stone. Ooh, that's pretty useful. I should have pinecone peg farmed him. Oh well. Alright. The cave dwellers here don't really pay us any mind. It's part of their custom to not get involved with outsiders, to not talk to them. The only exception that they'll actually talk to us with is if we're here to trade. Another soul stone, that's good. We can use that for blood portal if we really want. Okay, we're a little full on coins, so we're gonna talk to the merchant. We're gonna get ourselves some an explosive vial, and some opium powder just to kind of keep our sanity in check. Actually, no, we've got plenty of ways to do that, so we'll just take another blue vial. Okay, cool. We want to save the rest of our coins for the city of Mahabra to purchase soul stones, because Ragnvaldr is here to kill every last monster, everything that has a weird soul, to keep the world safe, and in doing so, become the god of ultra-violence. He's basically this world's equivalent of the Doomslayer or like Simon Belmont, because he will go on to have children, and those children will grow up to also be monster hunters. The lovely town on the German border of the 1930s is, I sure hope there aren't any Nazis here. Yup. Hmm. A torch. Another torch. A green herb. Green herbs are very rare, and they can be used to cure infection without sawing your limb off. Now, in the regular game, these two would be just straight up having sex. And they will attack you if you bug them. Okay. We haven't been able to learn necromancy just yet. I'm gonna use the we're gonna use the wooden beam to come down here. Now, alright. I'm gonna quickly go back to the cocktail lounge here for a second because alright. So, I'm gonna describe this for the people who might be a little unsettled by what's going on here. There's a bunch of people in wolf masks, and they are partaking in long pig, shall we say. They are eating the other white meat, and I don't mean I don't mean pork. And yeah, figure that you probably if you're unsettled by that, I don't want to necessarily show you that. So, 1 second here, whilst we head on back. We don't need anything more from there just yet. Okay. Furry con gone terribly wrong. Yes. The wolf masks are because they are worshippers of Grogoroth. Now, Grogoroth, you might think initially that because Grogoroth is the god of destruction, that he's an evil deity. Not necessarily. Just because he wants to destroy things because much like the wild raging fire that destroys the dry brush to allow space for new trees to grow, Grogoroth sees himself as an example of that fire. He is clearing the way for new life. Okay. We have an explosive. Yeah, he's no more evil than the life goddess. Exactly, the life goddess isn't necessarily all that good either. Sure, she creates new life, but she's got a weird and fucked up relationship with the things that she lives with. You know, if you take part in like a religious like mating ritual to her, then she can potentially turn you into basically a mutant combination of those two people that had sex. This actually, it's called a marriage of flesh, and it'll only work properly if you are properly attuned to Sylvian. The human Hydra that we saw in the top floors is actually a result of a failed marriage. Something that was, it happened through someone who was not properly aligned to Sylvian. Okay, so because we've broken his legs, he can no longer cast hurting on us. You know what that means? Well, the pinecone pig is an accessory. It allows us to get it allows us to potentially get an item every time that we enter into combat with someone. It doesn't matter if we've fought them before either. So, we can run away from him again and again. And every time, we have a 20% chance to get something new out of it. We've been having some bad RNG so far. But, I'm so hungry. Are you afraid as well? You are living the funger. Oh my god, come on. I've only ever seen people like consensually taking part in those rituals, but then again, what consent is when it comes to like magical coercion is, you know, potentially something else entirely. God, Pinecone Pig, what are you doing to me? Just want... There we go. Aw, the Pinecone Pig brought you nothing. It just wanted some company. Aw. Okay, okay. I'm a little mad, but I'm not that mad. Pinecone Pig literally can go on forever, so it is possible to just farm it constantly. Ooh, a white vial. It's not bad. That will help us with poison if we end up getting poisoned. Oh, a water vial. Not bad. Could be much better. Come on, little pig. I know you can bring me something good. A throwing knife. That's pretty good. And Pinecone Pig just bring us a map to the exit. We know where the exit is. We're not here to run away from this place. We're here to murder everything. Another throwing knife. Okay, you know what? Why don't we just leave? Because we're here to kill all the monsters. Pinecone Pig bring us something to cuddle. Does a bottle of whiskey count? Because it can bring you a bottle of whiskey. No, we are literally here to kill everything. Okay, okay. That thing there is pretty nasty. There we go. Luckily, we have a short bow and the marksmanship skill that we picked up from that book earlier. So we just use one of our arrows to just completely bypass a fight. Congrats, Kara Undertale. You would you'd love this place. Indeed. Okay, okay. Now that I've got a way to heal, and I've got a now that I've got a way to heal, and I've got a good way to fight, I think I'm ready to take on our first boss. I'm not ready to take on our first boss. Okay, okay. Not taking any more finishing your pasta? Fair enough. Alright, alright. Actually, you know what? No. This is fine. This is fine. We can, yeah. Just because it's not an optimal path doesn't mean that we cannot prevail, you know? We're not gonna be a little baby about this. We are going to I'm pretty sure that is beyond the realm of the Pinecone Pig. Alright. Do Loving Whispers to heal ourselves. And then we'll drink some whiskey to heal up our mind. There's something shiny under the water. Now, if you see water that's full of corpses and something shiny there, that's kind of telling you that, you know, the game is basically telling you if you reach into this, it's going to be dangerous. This is the salmon snake. In the Finnish language, it basically means dragon. Its weak spot is hitting the eye. It's basically a giant ulm. Now then, you may notice, over time, it is extending its tongue. When its tongue is out to that extent, you have to hit it. Basically, once its tongue is that far out, it gets to do a coin flip attack. And if you fail to call the coin flip correctly, it basically vors one of your characters. Since we only have one character, we've got to play time management here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any like damage over time effects like oh no, wait, I have a lantern. I think. Do I have a lantern? None of the priests dropped a fucking lantern. Okay. We're just gonna have to keep going for the head and hope that we can keep just balancing. Like, this is a juggling act. We're trying our very best here to whittle this thing down while making sure it cannot do its instant kill attack, and we've done it. Okay. Stone crown. We want the stone crown because it's made by the people of the like the blue people that we saw earlier. We got our first boss soul. And now, we can use that skinning knife that we picked up earlier to snick ourselves some meat. Okay, cool. With that, we've now got plenty of food to keep us going. The salmon snake soul is... I call it a demon soul or a dark soul. It is a pretty dark soul. But yeah, the cool thing about the salmon snake soul is it's actually an accessory we can wear in battle. And the magical ability of the salmon snake prevents us from losing limbs or from bleeding when we're in battle. That's why it's probably the most useful of the different souls to get first. Because you can lose limbs in this game. You can get infections. You can pick up like all sorts of nasty. Again, the pinecone brought nothing. Great for save or suck fights. Exactly. And considering how many things can take limbs off of you in this game, it's invaluable. A bottle of ale. Aw, that's a good pinecone pig. Who's a good pig? Does the head count as a limb? Yes and no. No. There are attacks that specifically decapitate you, and the salmon snake soul does not. Speaking of people that have attacks that can decapitate you, that motherfucker right there. Alright, we're gonna leave this part of the map, and then we're gonna go back in, because doing so resets the position of the Crow Mauler. Crow Mauler is that guy that we just saw on the other side of the minecart. He has an ability to just, he has a whole bunch of nasty status effects. One thing, with his Mauler arm does the fracture status effect, which permanently reduces our maximum hit points by a little bit. The other is his Flock of Crows ability, which can potentially blind you. The Salmon Snake Soul does not protect from that. And then finally, the other like nasty effect that it has is I just realized I don't have any soul stones to go back up there and learn more skills. That's fine. The final ability is Peck. And, you know, you've played Pokemon. You know, Peck, you know, kind of sounds like a really tame move. Wrong. In Fear and Hunger, the Crowmauler's Peck ability will just snip the head clean off of one of your party members. The only way to avoid it is to blind the Crowmauler. Aristocracy. Don't be saying slurs like French in here. Okay, okay. Once again, everyone, we're gonna have to go past the cannibal pits. Just don't look. if you're not a fan of that sort of thing. All right, we're past them. Okay. We have to go past the ghosts. We gotta be careful where we go. Alright. Over here, there's a sword that's stuck in a stone. We don't have the ability to get that thing out just yet. Flop, if you will. I will not. Alright. We need to cut this weird organ, because that is part of the God of the Depths. And we're coming back up here to give ourselves a way out. Yeah, the reason we're not pulling that sword out of the stone is if we do so, the entire cave will collapse on us. It's basically the best sword in the game. And yeah, if you try and pull it out, then yeah, the game basically clowns on you by just collapsing the whole thing. Now there is a way to teleport yourself out, but it involves basically having a very rare book that teleports you to the lost city of Mahabra. So you pull out the sword, read the book, and then when you're teleported back to the real world, you then have the sword. Okay, okay. Okay, first try. Good, good. Alright. We're gonna pray to Grogaroth here, because we need some more affinity with Grogaroth to get some of his better spells. Oh, short bow. How many arrows do I have? Please tell me I have at least one more arrow. We have 85 coins. Do I really not have any more arrows? There's a whole bunch of reasons why I don't want to attack that thing. It's basically got a whole bunch of status effects that are really nasty to face with just one person. Okay, okay. That elite guard there, absolutely do not advise taking him on. There's another guard there who's just gonna... Okay, cool. Got ourselves a little window of opportunity. Okay. this is the guy who we were coming here to get revenge on. Now we know he's dead. We can at least get one of the endings. So yeah, at this point, if we wanted to get ending E, we could just leave. But that's not the ending that I'm trying to get here. Ending E for exit. Pretty much. Okay. Cool. Fuck this thing. Alright. Actually, we don't need to go back up just yet. There's plenty of things that we can get if we go this way. Alright. We're gonna get him to run after us. Juke. And around. We've got the Cube of the Depths. We don't have the Cube of the Depths. I'm stupid. Okay, that's fine. We can take this guy, probably. Alright. Got rid of the cleaver arm, so the cleaver arm is nasty because it can take one of your limbs off. It's also got a stinger, which is basically censored in this version for reasons. But now that he's got just one arm left, we can guard against that. He attacks with the right arm every 2 turns. The right arm is a coin flip attack. If you fail to call the coin flip, you might as well just be dead.
Hey, bitch!
Hey, there's Soda Pop. How you doing?
Trans rights, fuck turfs.
True. A meat cleaver and a loin.
Trans rights, fuck turfs.
That kind of stinger, yes. It's a big old penor. Oh my god, the crow mauler's here? Okay, okay. Alright. I don't have any fucking arrows left. Okay, okay. This is fine. Doing good? I'm doing alright, you know? It's been an interesting day. I've been chilling like a villain. And then I decided, you know what? Let's play some Fear and Hunger. Jesus Christ, the crow mauler right there as well. Alright, come on then. Come on. Wait, have a bear trap. Have a bear trap. Ha! Get fucked. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna have to go the long way round because I don't have any cursed weapons, and I don't have any magical attacks. If I get stuck attacking that ghost, then the run is over. Alright. Use Loving Whispers to heal ourselves. Could attack that guy. There's not a whole lot of benefit to doing so. Yeah, none of our weapons that we have are better than the axe that we came in with. Have the keys? We do not. All right, we're taking a little bit of a detour. We're going back to the Cave Dweller village. We're gonna steal their religious artifact. I say religious artifact. It's not. It didn't really. They didn't make it. They just kind of found it. And it's not really a. Well, they've kind of claimed it as a religious artifact, but what it is it's a key to open that door. Oh hey. This guy again. Pinecone pig brought me another ale. What a good little piggy. And yeah, you can literally just farm the pinecone pig. Like that because in this game, cursed weapons are good because your history with RPGs tells you cursed weapons are bad. Exactly. The pinecone pig brought you nothing. It would like to fight with you, but you shoo it away. What a wily little guy. You have no reason you want to be told that you're a good girl. You've been needy and you want praise. Alright, I'll allow this one soda pop. You are in fact a good girl. Ooh, silver. Okay. We are gonna need all the silver we can get our hands on. He is such a scamp. You know, like, I would, you know, I'd love my own little pinecone pig. The pinecone pig has become such a meme in the community. You, I did like an image search for pinecone pig, and it was, there was one person who had, like, made a pinecone pig and had put it next to just, like, a big old, pile of Zoloft.
Hey, bitch!
Hey there, Emmy. How you doing? Let's see, I don't think we can... No, we don't have any seeds for the cave moss. Yeah, that's okay. Just consider it motivation to... Oh, now we get a throwing dart. Now we get one. Okay. The cave dwellers will attack us if we steal the Cube of the Depths. But if we have the stone crown, they recognize us as their king. So we can take the cube because we have the right to it. Hiya, Musatasm. Pinecone Pig has to be one of the old gods. I would not be surprised if Pinecone Pig was either an old god themselves or was like sent by one of the old gods. Alright, here we go, here we go. Now that we have the Cube of the Depths, we can head back down, and we can, there is, yeah, you're right, there is a Pinecone Pig statue in Mahabra. Which, it's possible that the Lizard Men made the Pinecone Pig, because the Lizard Men existed, before, the Pinecone Pig. Sorry, no, the Lizard Men existed before, before humans did, and it's entirely certain that they built the city of Mahabra like before humans. So you drank a full bottle of water before you started your nightly milk chug. Okay, very well done then, Ashley. It's important to hydrate using, you know, water and stuff. So, good boy. Okay, yeah. If you're wondering why I'm not going that way, once again, I don't have any cursed weapons. I have nothing that can do otherworldly damage. So, really not, got any S endings yet? We're working on it. We're currently working on the one that is, quote-unquote, the simplest ending. It's the simplest ending, and yet, it is the most... I don't know if it's necessarily the hardest. It depends on how you find the combat. What a perfect incarnation to become the god of ultra-violence. Yes. Always figured the Pinecone Pig is some indestructible eldritch abomination that is at best represented by the form of a pinecone pig. That's a good theory. I like it. I feel like the pinecone pig works through any pinecone pigs that are crafted in its honor. Alright, now here we can take the shortcut down. It's not the hardest because you don't need to fight a final fight boss unlike Enki. There's some merit to that. You just have to fight every other boss. How you doing, Lily? I have no desire to engage that thing in combat. How goes delicious in dungeon? So far it goes well. Don't worry about that ghoul that's currently slopping its way out of the doors. We can ignore it. We don't have a red vial yet. I am annoyed. Now, fortunately, we're not picking up infections here because we have the salmon snake soul. You can actually capture a thing's soul after you've devoured it because there's still enough flesh to anchor the soul. Could only imagine what would happen if you redeemed Clicker and had no reason for Pandora. Fuck. This is what happens when you when you're looking at chat. Well, yeah, first attempt, everybody. We could get by with one leg, but not with zero. No, unfortunately, the methods that would allow me to get my legs back are not available. Well, they are available, but they would basically invalidate the S ending. I can't believe I didn't get a single red vial up until that point. At least landmines on Termina just end you. Have a good rest of your day, Soda. Thank you for popping in. Well, let's begin praying to Alma and hoping we can manifest a better run this time. Late mail, not bad. Defense is kind of a lie in this game, but... Eagle Crest Shield. Gonna take a shower? Alright, we'll talk to you later. Okay, the Thorned Ring prevents you from getting poisoned, but it's garbage. It's garbage because it forces itself to be tied to your finger. You can never... unless there's like some very specific circumstances, you cannot remove it. Oh damn, 2 sets of plate mail. That'd be nice if we ever you know, if we ever get another skeleton or something. We can put the plate mail on the skeleton. Can't believe that not only did I not get a red vial that entire run, I also did not get a single different weapon that I could hold in one hand. Sure, there was the war scythe, but that has like a big accuracy penalty. Playing dress up with a skeleton. You've been financially responsible-ish. I'll allow it. Lily, we'll definitely say that you are a good girl. Ah, an iron arrow. Could definitely be useful if we find a bow for it. Like, marksmanship came in clutch during that run. There were definitely a couple of creatures that I did not want to have to shoot, to have to engage in manual combat. Remember this skeleton. It could come in handy later. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Okay. A lot of rotten meat, a couple of quills. Never mind any of these types of games where they give you the heebie-jeebies. Understandably so, and justifiably so. A red vial. That sure would have come in handy earlier. I spend all day suing teenagers. Haha. So, remember, Ash, if you want me to say more things like that on stream, on Blue Sky, my pinned post is that I'm currently looking for submissions for things to say during the upcoming Friday stream. Yeah, if we get a cookbook, we can just straight up start making pies. With those kind of ingredients. Yes, you'll serve your country to the last breath. I'll serve cunt to my last breath. Okay. And we're making the fan troll. I don't know how to make one. If you have a website that would help with that, I will take a look. Ooh, arm guards. Arm guards are a poor man's salmon snake soul. The arm guards will prevent us from losing our arms. Leg guards would prevent us from losing our legs. But also, we can only equip one or the other. Support your current country by rebelling against its regime. Exactly. In a video game, obviously. Okay. Nothing there that we really pressingly need right now. Oh yeah, we need the lever to be able to go down. That's fine. We can go back for it. Okay. We're gonna deal with Trotter in a second. I need to use the bathroom, so everybody get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever it is you need to do, and we will be right back.
Is the plan evil? In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After a radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until officials say so. The length of your stay can range from a day or 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the extent of the contamination. People who are allowed to come out of hiding may be evacuated.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, doesn't matter that I missed. He has no way to attack me now. Alright. Now we talk to him, so he heads back upstairs. Once he's in a safe location, he'll give us 40 silver coins. 40 silver is basically a guaranteed 2 soul stones. And we have a lot of bosses whose souls we need to collect. Oh hell yeah, opium. Alright, here goes. Fuck yes. Alchemilia, oh that's pretty good. That's a nice book right there. Tells us about what the different herbs do and lets us combine them. Rate better than Judas. Oh man. That's entirely true. Now this is a toilet that is like covered in blood. You can jump into the toilet. If you do so, you die. Because of course you do. What did you think would happen? Like, this game will let you do things that are objectively dumb. The elevator only goes down and someone sure made a mess down there. Yup. It's, like, yeah, literally the only way out of there is to die. For some reason, there's 5 silver coins embedded in the flesh of that person who's being hanged. That's another guaranteed bit of money. So the mock-up book lets us get into the grove where we can perform like the bunny mask orgy to get our affinity with Sylvian. All right. Oh Lord.
Thank
Teach.
you for inserting your tip.
Oh God help, my cousins have started beatboxing dubstep covers of The Sound of Music.
Excellent. Necromancy. The Pinecone Peg instructions? Okay, okay. Okay, this might be a blessed run. Baby. Chat wants you to have treats. Blessed ruin confirmed. That's an excellent Freudian slip right there. Anytime you're doing anything, you're rolling for a game crash. I've done a little bit of editing of the script on the back end with the help of r/fear and hunger to potentially make sure that the game does not crash as often. Glass vial. You know what? We can use a vial full of black goop. He's going in circles. Yes, she has a little treat ball, otherwise known as a puzzle ball. It basically gets her a little bit of exercise to get the treats out. Okay, we're done praying. Damn, your mom lets you have 80 whole HDs? Oh, right, yep, we need to sacrifice this guy up here. That's what he would have wanted. Hey there, Tibbs. How you doing? Oh, that's an elite guard there. We don't want to piss him off. Ooh, the Assassin's Handbook. That's pretty good for avoiding those elite guards. Hi there, Slowpoke Dragon. Funga time indeed. Yeah, Enki was gonna have himself crucified because he was just kind of bored of life. And then he was like, actually, no. Scroll of the Dark Mage. Learn the secrets of blood sacrifice. Ooh, okay, cool. Before we go and get our affinity with Sylvian, if we're gonna get healed, we should at least have something to show for it. You flipped the coin wrong, your butthole is gonna bleed. Okay. You joke. But that is a thing that can happen. And there are also the cave dwellers that will launch at your butthole if you are facing away from them. Sacrifice your own blood. Black orb! Fuck yeah! Oh, that's good. Okay. Even if we lose an arm, or both our arms, we can still orbit. Fuck yeah. Okay. You say you hate that enemy, but I'm like, that doesn't narrow it down. Well, it narrows it down, but it doesn't completely eliminate. I'm like, which one that can make your butthole bleed? You know, there's the guards, the cave dwellers, I'm pretty sure Francois as well. Okay. We pray to legally distinct Jesus. Possibly the Harvester as well. Hopefully you can do the Jesus's infinite wine and bread combo. Honestly, we don't need the Jesus loop on this one. We need to save the money for soul stones, and with the amount of corpses that we can devour, we really don't need infinite wine and bread. Zoe is quoting an actual line of dialogue in the game. Alright. We have some affinity with Sylvian, and we have some affinity with Alma. Wine would be useful, true, but honestly, with just one person, I've not found a whole lot of use for it. Okay. Now that we have that affinity, we tap the Hexen, we get ourselves Loving Whispers, and with that, we can start fungering. Once we get another soul stone, we learn blood portal so we can do fast travel. Literally healing ASMR, though. Yep, absolutely. Okay, I don't need to fight him. I don't want to risk losing a leg this early in the run. Not when we don't have to. Okay, we've already done a ritual sacrifice there. You can show me love in a ritual circus. You're saying you wish to form a marriage of flesh? Ah, here we go. No. Alright. There's a reason I came back here. Being just one person in this dungeon means we don't have a whole lot of action economy. Fuck yes! Say Hellola to the newest member of the party. Snans _. Okay, so Snans _ here. We can, he's just gonna punch right now until we can get him something better than that. You know, we'll put the leg guards on him, just in case. Actions in this economy? Exactly. We're gonna find him some better weapons at some point. We'll come back for him. You are clean now? Excellent. I know what I needed to do now. Just clowning on them. Yes, we have a friend. This is Snans _. We failed one run. We started a new one. This one's got some good RNG. Alright. We're just gonna Unga Bunga the torso because this guy, he takes multiple turns to load his crossbow. Let's you know, it's a ballista. It's more of a pissed off bow than a crossbow. Alright, we take his skin. That was clever. Thank you. I've done a fair few runs, and I wouldn't call myself an expert. At best I'm a skilled amateur. Okay, we don't need opium yet. We can get by on whiskey. Took you a second to get the two. Yeah. Alright, cool. We got torches, turnips. Alright. Now that we've got black orb, we should be able to just clown on this guy if we really need to. Gameplay is also, oh, gotcha. Fair enough. Thank you. I've been putting in a good bit of practice. We don't need these flags when we, you know, what good are symbols of nationalism except to bind our wounds? There's some good symbolism in that. So now that we've killed the cleaver arm, we can just take it easy. So I can't believe that guy came in earlier. We don't need opium, we can just get by with whiskey, is what my uncle used to say. Okay, now we cut off the stinger. Oh, and then Snan's underscore just does a headshot. Ring of the Still Blood and Cell Keys. Okay. We skinned this one. Yeah, he literally just slapped him with his bony hand and he was just dead. Alright. We can craft armor. We can just craft 2 of the guard skins into a guard outfit. We can literally make some blue vials. Mix of red and blue. And yeah, if we put on the guard outfit, we literally look like one of the guards, so they will not attack us. KO! 5 silver coins. Okay, you know what? We do have a green herb. No, we've got 3 green herbs. Okay. So this is not a perfect party member, but it's better than nothing. Okay, we're just gonna talk to him. What is your origin? I am not, or am I? It seems like there is only a fragile belief in life keeping the ghoul on its feet. You might be able to shake the belief fairly easily. Of course. You are but a product of necromancy. What? What? The spell that kept the prisoner standing seems to fade. Blair. Literally killed him with an existential crisis. Then we rub the herb on our infected wounds, so we're fine. That cave gnome there, the thing that's flying around, actually cannot see us while we're standing still. So as long as we stand still, it's not able to kill, it's not able to engage with us. Necromancy, let's go. Isn't prepare to die safer? It might be. Ah, damn it. Necromancy failed. We've got plenty of mind. Let's do it again. Just rub some dirt on it, kid. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. It's fine. This is why we have opium. Could devour the remains of the dead ghoul, just like in real life. True. Fuck it. Of course. All right. What do we call our ghoul, chat? Just registered that Ragnvaldr is named Butt. Yep. It's a, ooh, yeah. How about, yeah. El Gulio. Yes, it's a good berserk pun. El Gulio doesn't seem to remember his past life, and seems confused about life. Goulius Caesar, I don't think that would work. That's your ghoul friend. Shamelessly, he scratches his groin area. Talk to El Gulio. Rawr. XD. He would like to tell you about his past as a guard in the Rondon prisons, built inside the dungeons of fear and hunger. How he saw the place overrun by madness slowly until it ended up in the state it is today. How El Gulio starved to death after locking himself up from all the terrors his comrades performed to each other. Let's continue. He doesn't have a worry in the world. Ah, Okay, that door won't open from this side. Well, let's just describe what it feels like to live, though. Yep. Okay, we don't need the doll because the girl isn't in this run. You know what? We're just gonna kill this guy. Because we can. Get fucking clowned on. Meat pie and moldy bread. I love that after me going for all of the very strategic attacks, like one of my, you know, undead minions just gets a random fucking hit and just boom, dead. Okay. They sing That's Mary Poppins! That's not fucking Sound of Music. Oh, hi, Pocket Cat. Chat, can anyone tell me why there's so much thirst for Pocket Cat? Like, the man is, you know, the man preys on children. You know, like if he was in the real world, he'd vote Republican. All right, we're gonna grab all these torches. They think they can fix him. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, Moonless is great. It's a shame we can't have her on hard mode. How much silver do we have? We have 46 silver. Shit, I forgot. Gotta go back and get the extra silver from Buckman. We need all the silver to buy all the soul stones. Because in this, we are going to need a lot of soul stones. That is true. She does appear, or at least her descendants, appear in Termina. I love that this arrow is still here from when it was fired before. Alright. Give me your money before you head out and become a failed marriage. I love how you can go to the Hall of the Old Gods, and you can ask questions like, you can ask about Moonless, and the new gods will tell you that basically she was kicked out of her pack. And if you ask them about Miro, the developer of the game, they will say there are some things even gods don't know. Shit, I fed the... I fed the ghoul by accident. It's fine. I'm sure the ghoul is very hungry, but he does not need to eat. He was hungry, I know. He doesn't need to eat. Okay. Boom. Okay, we actually don't need we actually don't need a dart here. We literally have 2 undead minions. Do I have Loving Whispers? I have Loving Whispers, yeah. We can just clown on this. Or, you know, we could, if RNG was kinder to us. There we go. Holy shit, leave El Gulio alone. Oh, nice hit there. And with this, they're keeping the tongue in check. Good job. Oh boy. Yeah, can you kill it or get the tongue, please? Holy shit, I was almost punished for my hubris there.
Welcome to the cocktail lounge. Please enjoy your stay.
Thank you for the follow. Follows are anonymous, but always appreciated. Feel free to hang out and chat if you want, but never feel obligated. I know what we need here. Okay, let's do a little Loving Whispers. Then we sacrifice a little bit of our own blood. Blood Golem. Very nice. You never know when you're gonna need a golem made of your own blood. Let's see, do we have an explosive vial? We do. Alright. We can run past this guy and then hit the other one. Hi there, Sylvie. You saw fear and hunger and you came... I mean, who can blame you, honestly? But yeah, the reason we're not doing the Jesus loop is because it's too expensive. We either have to pay 50 silver to get the maps, or kill Isaiah, which is an amount of risk that we don't necessarily need. Did you know that you can give your skeletons something to smoke, and they just waste it because they have no lungs? Don't need to know if you know where to dig. Okay, okay. Alright. I want to make sure that this guy does not get to attack. Still got to attack. Thank you, game. At least he didn't get hurting off. Once again, El Gulio getting the lucky headshot. A soul stone! Oh, what a good find. That's a good little ghoul. Only the map is needed for the crown. Okay, okay. Alright. Speaking of the crown, and both of their legs down, it wasn't lucky the ghoul was smart. Yeah, the undead have a weird like attack pattern. Okay. Leather helmet. Another soul stone. Ooh. Hey, El Gulio. Okay, El Gulio cannot wear anything. Snans _ still does not have a weapon. That's okay. Blue vial. Iron arrow. They tend to attack whatever has the lowest hit points. Yeah. That I have noticed. Ooh, another explosive vial. Love that for me. Okay. Okay. We actually don't need anything from this merchant right now. Normally I like having some explosive vials, but I don't know if that's necessarily, I don't know if we need it right now. Blue vial, leather helmet. Dirt. They're storing dirt in a chest. Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? Alright. Dirt and that amphora. Must be dirt from Egypt or something. Has anyone seen your dirt? That reminds me, does anybody know what Egypt is actually called in Fear and Hunger? So I know that Rondon is basically a mix of like fucking England and France. Value of land is increasing. What Egypt is called? Let's see. Blue vial. Am I wearing the stone crown? I am. Okay. You there. Acknowledge your king. Now we can take the Cube of the Depths without them, it's not Abyssonia. Like, the wiki literally does say that it's a terrible place to live for, like, medieval peasants. It's called Alexandra. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. All right, Lily. Have a great rest of your day. Oh, you're guessing. Fair enough.
Hey, just so you know, I'm gonna go lurk now.
I did not especially need to take part in the long peg there. Just wanted the Grogroth affinity. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? I mean, okay. It's especially shitty for medieval peasants. Okay. Okay, we can spare one soul stone to grab that guy's soul. Alright. Hey, asshole. Fire in the hole. Broke both his legs. Cool. No limbs for you. Just none. Ah, damn. The game teased me. I was hoping it was gonna say I get another soul stone, but no. Soul Devour necklace. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, the Chrome Molar is just really just like... He is up my ass and he has not even like bought me a drink first. Okay, okay. Shit, fuck. Okay. Okay, you know what? We'll just black orb the head and hope for the best. There we go. Cool. Okay, okay. That was, probably the best outcome I could have hoped for. Alright. The first soul stone. The salmon snake soul. Means I'm gonna give the arm guards to Snans underscore. Okay, we could go upstairs and learn ourselves Blood Portal. Because we have one lesser soul. And Blood Portal would be really useful for getting around. We may as well set it up now rather than later in the run. Well, yes, I am starting to, like, learn the layout of the dungeons by heart. How could you tell? I said I'm starting to. I'm not fully there yet. Getting there, though. I remember for Apollo 94 once saying that he was going to do a blindfolded run of this, and I'm like, you know, I respect the madness that comes from knowing fear and hunger that intimately. Okay, we don't need pheromones. Blood portal. Here we go. Alright, so Blood Portal. Okay, there's Isaiah. We really don't need to bother with him. We have better things to spend our silver on. Alright, so now we can get in and out whenever we need to. You know what? I'm just gonna kill this guy because I don't like him. Once watched Rapala have to crawl with no legs with no torches from a harbor entrance to the entrance of the dungeon in one of his challenge runs. Yeah. Man is truly insane, and I respect the game. I mean, yeah, he once did like a needleworm only run. Can you imagine having to make your way through this entire game using like the only skill that you can use to deal damage does yeah, we've not found another weapon yet. What the? Fuck. What's the Cromola's speed? How difficult is it to escape from him? Bird moment ripped. Okay, you know what? We're gonna... Not difficult at all, actually. Rhetorical question, or do we want an answer? I don't have a red vial. I don't have a red vial. Okay. We're just gonna try and run. Fuck. Oh no, your bones. Not Snans underscore. Oh, fuck. Ah, my bones. Holy shit. Yeah, in theory, it wasn't difficult to run away from him. Oh my gods. If I run out there, I'm gonna run into the dogs. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm wearing the guard outfit. Okay. Now you remember why they don't lift their skirt. Alright, we're just gonna... Like, I figured that would probably be one of the places. I just was not expecting him at that point in time. Jesus. Okay. We got Blood Portal. That's what we were here for. Can we get some Fs in chat for Snans underscore? He was truly the best of us. He will be avenged. Alright, we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of copium here. Okay. I know where there are 2 other skeletons in the game. Will they truly be as good as will they be able to replace Snans underscore? Obviously not. But God damn it, this guy. And then there's this asshole. Okay. Gulio is not getting replaced. No. We're not replacing El Gulio at this rate. Still remember trying to save Legard in one of your early runs, which have God, yeah, I know about how the Chromola has the ability to just like, oh yeah. There's a it's not a fun surprise if you're unaware of it. Alright. Let's see. Alright. We have the Cube of the Depths. We can keep going. Yeah, that is pretty, that is pretty funga. Okay, we can proceed now because, we have things that can kill ghosts. We don't have to worry about getting trapped. Ooh, boy, an explosive vial. Just don't go using that in the mines. I learned the hard way that you can force it, that you can accidentally get a cave in. Ooh, shark teeth. That's slightly better than my axe. You felt the lightning and the funga on that one. There we go. Pick and locks all over the place. Okay. A soul stone! Oh, we can't necromancy this skeleton. Sad face. It's not often that the game, like, just gives you... Oh... Funga giveth and funga taketh, because goddamn. The crow daddy wants to clap my cheeks. Right, it's a good way to teach the player exactly how those items are used. By just being like, hey, you know, this girl does not have any, like, useful weapons. But you can but she can throw a knife or an explosive vial or a throwing dart. Hell, most people end up also making her kind of a secondary magic user. Simply because she is as good at using magic as, like, anybody else. And since her, oh good, a red vial. And since her weapons, she has fewer options of weapons, it makes sense to just kind of give her, like, black orb or whatever. Alright, here we go, here we go. Another skeleton. Give me head, baby. Fuck. Okay. Hold on there, skeleton, whilst I quickly make sure that my physical needs are seen to. He is angry. Wait a second. The ghoul has an infection? Can the ghoul die from an infection? Quote from my cousin, why are there Nazis here? Yeah, about the Sound of Music or America? I never thought about giving Moonless Combustion, but that's fucking cracked. You know what? Even if he cannot die from infection, we could use an arm for a couple of things. And he only needs one arm to punch people. Do I really not have a bone saw? It's one of the most common drops, and yet you're really telling me that there's no fucking bone saw here? Okay, okay, okay. According to the wiki, they can succumb to the same status effects that a human, would, despite being undead. So, we're gonna rub a little herb on this. There we go. Alright, try this again. That's better. His name is Kelsey Yum. Unfortunately, we cannot grab that body there because it is too tightly packed in. Okay, we can give him the axe, the helmet, plate mail, give him some arm guards. He's almost as well equipped as I was at the beginning. Man, bone appetit is too long. Okay, cool. I love that this is the Book of Enlightenment. There is an old book with rich golden illustrations left here, but it doesn't interest you. That's normally a place to get a free Book of Enlightenment, but because we cannot save, it just says that it doesn't interest you. Oh, we learned hurting. That's okay. It's not the best one. I hate those things. Bon appetit would be a killer name for a skeleton ship. Oh my god, okay. Get off my ass. Okay, okay. The one good thing about the Crow Mauler being in the room right now, having entered the room from one of the scripted entrances, is that he doesn't burst through the fucking wall there. Okay. Okay, I got the Cube of the Depths earlier, so I don't need to worry about, Okay, okay. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Okay. I'm gonna try real hard not to step on a fucking bear trap this time. Gonna... Okay, I'm sure we can find another red file. Bear trap, cool. That's the thing that killed me last time. Okay. Remember not to step on the tile that despawns the Crow Mauler. I don't remember which one it is. If it comes down to it, I'm sure we can get him to break through one of the walls. Okay, time for every RPG maker's basic puzzle that everyone learns how to make. A slide puzzle. Okay, okay. So then we push this one up here. So that one goes there. We're trying to get it onto that golden tile. Oh, hi, Dark Raccoon. How you doing? Okay, so we push this one over there and then slide them all over that direction. We're having ourselves a. I'm in my training montage for getting the S ending as Ragnvaldr. I've named him Butts, and then we have our two undead things. Two undead minions, El Gulio and Kelsey Yum. We already lost Snan's underscore. Thank you. Hey Chad, did you know that this is like the body of Ulmer himself, legally distinct Jesus? And you can use necromancy on him? Okay, okay, it's just gonna fail for me. Cool. Now, if you use necromancy on him successfully, it does resurrect. Well, the spell isn't big enough to revive all of him. Instead, it revives just a certain part of him. Let's just say that he is risen. Yeah, we're down here for the chance to get some scrolls. Yeah, here we go, here we go. Scroll the Swordsman. Not bad, not bad. Wait, ghouls can get hungry? You know what? Sure, have the rotten meat. I don't care. I think Julie Andrews should make it to 100 to avenge Betty White. Absolutely. Scroll the Wizards? Isn't that greater blood magic? It's greater blood magic. Oh, fuck yes. So now we literally cannot fail our necromancy. Okay, yeah, you know what? Okay. We're gonna give El Gulio some more rotten food. And then we'll just we'll give him a white vial. Because apparently, despite being undead, poison still affects him. I don't have another purifying talisman. That's fine. Alright. Alright, we're into the city of Mahabra. Let's see, how many coins do I have? I have 99. Thank you for the head pats. Tobacco, nice. Throwing knife, that's okay. Explosive vial, hog. I've got so much dirt. Okay. Tobacco. Pine cone. We can make the pine cone pig. Aw, that's an adorable emote. Thank you for the bits, Zoe. Alright, we're gonna give the pinecone pig to Calcium. Look at the throwing dart. More meat. More food. More dirt. Another explosive vial. Nice, nice. Water vial. Alright. So people have told me that I can access the treasure in Mahabra without having purchased the maps from Isaiah. Let's test that theory. Okay. You cannot. I know where it is. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 steps down, and then it's supposed to like have the thing. It does not work. Okay. We don't need to get into a fight with a uterus at the moment. I'm not a Republican. Nothing of interest. Alright. Down here is why we're really here. We're coming to visit the man, the myth, the legend, the wizard shopkeeper. This guy here with the swirly looking eyes. Human, I am what they call a wizard, but I do not wear a pointy hat. How are you a wizard then? I sell magical artifacts, even if they are precious to me. We are here. We can get a purifying talisman. But you know what else? But we're really here for soul stones. Well, I did not mean to get an... Okay, I can still get 2 more. We've got a lot of bosses and no guarantee that there are more soul stones around. So I want to make sure that we are stocked up. Because my last run, I was doing really, really well until I encountered the fact that, oh, I do not have enough, soul stones to finish off the run. Okay, now we can run around grabbing other things. Ah, more silver coins. White vial. By the way, you missed the spot. Did I avoid the cross? I don't know which spot it's supposed to be. Yeah, if nothing else, we should be able to force him to, like, break through certain points in the walls. The arch of the entrance, you have to walk through the right corner. I think I did that correctly. I think. Alright, let's go wander. Oh boy. Babies. Natural doctrine. You know what? We can kill some babies, that's fine. While we're at it, let's do a little blood golem here. No, you fucking don't. Don't you dare kill my skeleton. Oh, hi, Scott. How you doing? Okay, creature has nothing of value. Okay, soulstone's still useful. Rom nom 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 nom. It is honestly a very sturdy baby, you're right. Okay, okay. We're gonna do Black Orb. How you doing, Scott? Exactly, you know, they've got to have some really good regeneration, right? It called for help, but nobody came. You feel ruthless kicking a body that resembles a toddler. Okay, you know what? I still find it very hard to believe that I've not found a fucking bone saw. If it comes down to it, you know, we'll carry on without. Studies of Grogroth, Tale of Pocket Cat, studies of Sylvian. Ooh, the Ring of Wraiths. That's really useful. Survived Sword World? Hell yeah. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna put the Ring of Wraiths on Kelsey Yum. That way our skeleton boy can regenerate health. Give him the wooden buckler as well. Okay. Book of Forgotten Memories. Also kind of useful. We've already gotten one, so there's not a whole lot left that will actually help us. Marksmanship. Could be useful, could be useful. Natural Doctrine. Studies of Sylvian. Another one of those damn babies. Empty scroll? Okay, okay, okay. Chat. What the hell do I get from an empty scroll at this stage? I've got most of the good skills. Like, my gear is kinda subpar. Jesus for nudes. Okay. We have a pinecone pig. Okay. Let's look at our options. Unfortunately, we can't ask for a green herb. could ask for the Eastern Sword. Oh, true, we could ask for the White Angel, yeah. We don't really need Walk on Water, though. Okay, okay. Okay, I've got it, I've got it, I've got it. Oh, Lord. Give White Angel. Right, you can't use the empty scroll to teach Gulio combustion. Yeah, that would be pretty pretty pog. All right, this baby needs to be destroyed. Stab. Nom nom nom. Yeah, you feel bad kicking a toddler, but you don't feel bad cannibalizing one. Okay, okay. And baby back ribs. Passages of Mahabra. And 2 different Alchemilia? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, okay. So that changes everything. That changes everything. Now that we have the Passages of Mahabra, we can get access to more green herb. Okay, cool. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That changes everything. Alright. We come back for the Black Witch. We come back for her later. How many Lesser Souls do we have? We have 1. We actually don't need to curse Blue Sin. Blue Sin by itself is pretty goddamn good. Alright, so the cycle of gear continues. Oh, Gulio is starting to feel hungry. You get another empty scroll, I would save it in case you can't get a Chrome Wallet to spawn. Yeah, that's true. Thank you, Life Forcer. Okay. Got 2 more silver coins, I can have another soul stone. Did you know that if you attempt to use a soul stone on the uterus creatures, that in fact nothing will happen? The uterus creatures are not themselves considered like actual life forms. But weirdly enough, the embryos are considered. Just don't use weapons inside the person that has the uterus. It makes me wonder, like the person who the person who created the uterus, like Valtail, the new god of the enlightened soul, I wonder what that says about his beliefs. I've realized how gender confirming La Mulana is. How so? Let's see. Okay, we can make a murky vial. Oh, gender conforming. Okay, gotcha. That sucks. All right, we're heading back to the caverns because we have a. Oh my god, I've been stupid. I just realized. Wearing a guard outfit. He's not gonna. Yeah. Okay, we're fine. Okay, door's too strong. That's fine. You're so hungry. Makes ancient Egypt a man. Nice. Okay, okay. There's this asshole here. Okay, okay. I'm gonna head back. This is gonna delay our run a little bit, but that's okay. Because we're doing it. We're doing it for Blue Sin. Now, Blue Sin is what they call a load-bearing sword. When you try to take it, the whole dungeon rumbles, and it's like, you feel like you might be able to pull it out if you try it again. Now, I could ask Calcium to take it here, but then we would lose it. Now we use the Passages of Mahabra. That teleports us, or transports us in time, or whatever, back to Mahabra. And in doing so, we are spared the avalanche. Those are the new gods up there. We're gonna take their souls in a little bit. But while we're here, we can actually loot all of these different containers once again. We can curse Blue Sin. It may not be effective to do so because it takes literally 4 soul stones, and we need soul stones to get the boss's souls. If it's expedient to do so, we should try. But it's not a high priority for me. Yeah, he's just kind of clowning, just kind of chilling. Oh, hey, more silver, so we can buy more soul stones if need be. The amount of silver we're picking up, we might actually be able to... A red vial, yes, good. Okay, cool. So, that caused a cave-in, and so now we've got, we have to kind of go the long way round to get back there. But in addition to getting the Blue Sin, we have access to another part of the caverns. Over here, we've got a nice little cavern, which has many different herbs, including 2 green herbs. And some confirmation that something like Japan exists. Because this guy here... Looks like the skeleton has been here for centuries. By the looks of its clothing, you'd guess this person came from somewhere far east. You take the eastern silk robes, the Jingasa Kabuto, and the charm of Igai Getsu from the skeleton. That's a mumbler. With a brain flower. The eastern sword might be around here. Soulstone. Hell yeah. We're just grabbing all the soulstones. El Gulio is hungry again. Okay, I think I'm getting lost. Soulstone, the only one. That's why it's called the soul. No. It's a stone that collects feet. That's why it's called the soul stone. Oh no, El Gulio is really really tough. Oh good, it missed. Oh no. Oh good. Calcium can't be poisoned, I guess. You know what, sure, we just picked up a soul stone. Alright, so I guess we feed the ghoul. Okay. I don't have food. Okay. Salmon snake meat, here. How many white vials do I have? I have 3. Okay, I'm gonna show you something funny here. If we devour the remains of this penis creature, unfortunately, they were poisonous. So, we then have to use a white vial to remove the poison. We're also going fucking insane. Time to smoke some opium. Alright, we'll come back at that from the top and see about that later. But yeah, we got the charm of Igai Getsu, and we got the Jingasa Kabuto and the Eastern Silk Robes. And those combined will actually, if we get that with the Eastern Sword, that will tremendously up our crit rate. Do you know that that female characters have at least a 20% extra critical hit rate than males? It's because they're so much better at finding the crit. Okay, cool. We've got 4 lesser souls now. 4 lesser souls is what we need to get Cursed Blue Sin. basically the best weapon in the game. When it gets a critical hit, it has a chance to light your opponent on fire. And lighting your opponent on fire in this game is a big deal, because it's a damage over time effect, or dot. Dots are based off of the percentage health, a percentage of the enemy's max health, rather than dealing a flat amount. So this means that they'll now get crispy. Exactly. But yeah, it means that as a result, if you murder the shit out of someone, if you set them on fire and they have a shit ton of maximum hit points, then that just means that they take more damage. And yeah, you can apply different things like poison, like bleeding, like burning. Okay, so yeah, we've got Blue Sin, currently 125 attack. We curse equipment. We do Blue Sin. Cursed Blue Sin. 132. And can do otherworldly. So now, Kelsey Yum gets the shark teeth. Okay. Since we're up here, we're in a pretty good position. Let's take a stupid risk since we're up here. It's like Miss Frizzle says, take chances, make mistakes, get messy. Do I have any worm juice? I don't think I have any worm juice. I wish I could sort this alphabetically. Okay. Fuck it. Die. That's a lot of damage. Alright, search him. Priest Lantern. Nom nom nom. Okay, okay. I don't need to fight that god. Doesn't really have anything I need. Okay. Okay, this is the backyard. This is not where I meant to come. But coming down there, we could get the Eastern Sword later on. Not what I'm after right now, though. I got a little sidetracked. That's okay, that's okay. If you haven't figured out where I'm going yet, I'm gonna go beat up the Iron Shakespeare and take his lunch money. Oh no, not another fracture. That's what you get for having Shakespeare in your name, right? Cinder? I hardly know her. There we go. He was burned down by, okay, here we go. Alright, we have our second boss. We have the salmon snake, we have the Iron Shakespeare. Looks like the others have already moved on. And since we have the salmon snake, we're in the right area for it. Let's head up the cave mother. We need to start narrowing these bitches down. Let's see, smoke a little tobacco. The reason that I like to leave the cave mother until after the salmon snake is because she has this ability called One Tooth Bite. One Tooth Bite will basically snip off an arm or leg. So, I don't want that, you know. Like, if you have the salmon snake soul, then the character who has it just does not take, limb loss effects. So it just makes good sense to, oh my god, not braining. This makes good sense to hit up the salmon snake first. A little bit of opium, then we start breaking these eggs. These are not delicious eggs. They are, the insides are disgusting and smell rotten. There's also a guaranteed soul stone here. Just what we need to make sure that we have enough to kill this thing. Flapping its wings, Cave Mother descends next to you. Little blood golem as a treat. See that? El Gulio lost his left leg. He doesn't need his leg. He's fine. He can carry on. Now, the first thing that we need to do is target the breasts. Because the breasts will just attract more cave gnomes. Was that excessive? Probably. But yeah, now that we've taken out the the breasts, it will no longer spawn any more. All right. Fuck this cave gnome. Cool. Okay. So now we can just beat up the torso. Hey, look at that. But that, that, chat, was not her final form. She has another form after this. More terrible than the form than she has previously shown us. I said it was more terrible. I didn't say it was better or more effective. My god. Stop taking limbs off, Cave Mother. Ow. I would rather she do One Tooth Bite on Ragnvaldr at least. In fact, you know what? I'll do War Cry. That way I can prevent, I'm forcing the cave mother to attack me directly. Oh my god. God. MVP. Random hits to the head by undead. Poor El Gulio. He has to, like, crawl behind us. He just has, like, one arm. Alright. So that's another one taken. Now the next one, I want another skeleton with me to take this on. Luckily, I know where to find another skeleton. He is fucking moving though. He's got to keep up with his master. Actually, you know what? No, we can take this without another skeleton. We're fine. Oh god, we're running out of torches. We are out of torches. Get ready for the extra dark playthrough, everybody. Alright, okay. First priority has to be to destroy the right arm. Okay. Now, the old armor cannot attack. We've got a problem though. With the spirit of the old knight is shows up now. All right. So now we're gonna run. Or I guess not. No, Algulio. He was the best of us, you monster. God, why are you attacking the immortal ghost that has 10,000 hit points? Can I get some 07s in chat for El Gulio? Oh my god. This is... I do not want to fucking die here. I don't have enough, sanity for, Alright, all or nothing. Yes! Fuck, that was... Oh! 5 hit points. I was down to 5 hit points. Here lies El Gulio. You could use Soulstone here. Nah, that's fine. Okay, the Soulstone... By the absolute thinnest of margins, you're right. Like, okay, yeah, we've got some vials. Okay, let's do a little healing while we can. A little of the copium, a little of the smokium. Don't tell the popium. All right, this is Nosramus's lair. He's got some good shit in here. 2 white vials and an explosive vial. Cool. Is that not what the clicker is for, Zoe? Oh fuck, a torch. Thank fuck. Okay, more book pages. Oh, hey, a hexen. Oh, Zoe. You know, you are such a good little puppy. I'm very proud of you for everything that you've accomplished. You've you've done really well to to continue streaming despite all of the bullshit that people send your way. You are very much a good girl. Pyromancy trick might be nice, but like, I would rather someone else have it, you know? I know, like, the RNG on those bookcases was atrocious. Fucking empty scroll! Okay, okay. I know what we said. We said what we were going to use this for just in case. Oh, Lord. Give Crow Mauler. 3 in a run is kind of nuts, right? Okay, okay. Okay, we've got the Iron Shakespeare, we've got the Ancient Guardian, we've got the Salmon Snake, we've got the Crow Mauler. So that is the Crow Mauler soul. We need that in order to get the S ending on this run. Oh my god, I cannot see a fucking thing. Did we become a marriage? No, this is a guard uniform. Ah! Hi Fawn, how you doing? It just keeps coming. You know what? Just in case, I'm gonna get a little bit of copium. Just forgot the little brother and freakier Friday. Especially while your session is on break. Well, hey, I hope you're having a good session. Okay, okay. We need to go back to Mahabra. I wish I'd fucking modded the game to allow for Infinite Book of Enlightenment. Okay, the only way we can get back now, because we collapsed the thing in the mines, is to go in through the thicket. Okay, you know what? I really need to make the really need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Everybody get up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever it is you need to do, and we will be right back.
Is the plan you're looking for? In the case of nuclear or radiological fallout, people living around potential targets such as military bases and chemical plants may be advised to evacuate. Protection from radioactive fallout will require taking shelter in an underground area or in the middle of a large building. Fallout shelters can be any protected space where the walls and roof are thick and dense enough to absorb radiation. The more distance and time you put between you and the fallout particles, the better. After radiological or nuclear fallout, you shouldn't leave your shelter until officials say so. The length of your stay can range from a day or 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the extent of the contamination. People who are allowed to come out of hiding may be evacuated.
Okay, everyone, we're back. Okay. If by some miracle we are lucky enough to get another empty scroll, I think I know what I want to get. If we're lucky enough to get another empty scroll, we're gonna do a phase step. And I'm gonna tell you why. Look, it may seem a little bit like cheating, and it kinda is, but I have a good reason for it. There's a spot in Mahabra that has access to Book of Enlightenment. It's a dev. It's technically a dev spot, but I would not use it to save scum. I would only use it to pause the run, essentially. And I would just grab Book of Enlightenment, and I would basically use it that way to make sure that that I can, yeah, like I said, that I can pause the run. What the fuck am I doing here? Thicket. I'm going to the thicket. Or, you know, I'm getting attacked by fucking cave gnomes. Oh yeah. You see that nail there? Let me just show you something. Little controlled experiment. We've got a green herb, but yeah, we've got the salmon snake soul on. If you step on a rusty nail, you don't get bleeding or infection. And I know I probably made like at least 4 of you wince stepping on that nail. But yeah, I've done it before. It's we like to have fun here on the channel. Okay. Okay, we're at the courtyard. We need to make it into the thicket. No funga is fun. That's what the you know, that's why they call it funga. Because yeah, it has the word fun in, quite literally. Okay, good. Another torch. We can make another. Okay, we have another stick. We can make another torch. Okay, we're healed up. We are gonna have to if anybody has canophobia, like if they're not fans of like dogs for whatever reason, we are about to fight a dog. So just full warning, full disclosure. Look at that thing. Look at how fast it moves. There's no getting rid of that. Holy shit, that thing has legs. Alright, okay. Not fucking around here. Ow. It's 4 to people. It is, yeah, it's based off of the Irish wolfhound. Hot dog. There's a thing here. Investigate. It's a thing. Looks like an anthill, but there are no ants. A faint echo can be heard resonating from the inside. I'm pretty sure that thing does nothing, but I don't want to poke an anthill in fear and hunger just to see what happens. Oh good, a normal hill. But you might actually. I've never done an experiment to see whether or not you take more like mind damage while in the dark. Fucking penis-headed creatures. You know what drains faster? Gotcha. Can't go crazy if you can't from things you can't see. Galaxy brain right here. Ow. Please tell me that didn't break a leg. Okay, good. Explosive vial. The Eastern Sword. Okay, spider shield. Cool. Okay, cool. The Eastern Sword. Okay, we have Cursed Blue Sin. We've got this. Oh my god, really? Don't you dare. Okay. Yeah, we can literally just, we can literally wait this out. Potentially. We're not gonna, but we could. Finish my task, O worthy. The black steel of the East. Okay, so now Calcium over here can get the purified Eastern Sword. We can give him the Jingasa Kabuto and the Eastern Silk Robes. And now he is basically the weeb skeleton. Julio would be proud, thank you. Oh! A soul stone. Another fucking mumbler. Not a big fan of mumblers. Gulio would be proud. Yeah, this is for Gulio, chat. Like, we will become the god of ultra-violence in his name. Okay. I will say, like, the Greater Mumbler has some great work put into its, like, its atmosphere and shit. It's, like, it's done, like, really well. Like, the ringing of the bell, like, really makes you feel like it's an ever-present threat. Great atmosphere. Okay. We're in the mines. Shit. I need to get back to, need to get back to the fucking, the thing. The catacombs. Okay. Hi, wolves. Okay, but how do I get to the catacombs from here? If the whole place is collapsed. I've got my rhythm thrown off. In fact, I take my glasses off when I walking in the overworld with no torch drains mind faster. Okay, here we go. Okay, yeah, I had a blood portal set up. There we go. Okay, this is fine. That's a whole lot of blood. I could have just come down the fucking stairs. Oh, I'm stupid. Ah! Not again. Why? It just keeps coming. Okay. At least we can't get infected. It's more about the journey than the destination. I mean, as long as we don't starve to death on the way, then yeah, I agree with that. Holy shit, look at Calcium here. Calcium has embraced the way of the samurai. Doing insane damage with the fucking Eastern Sword and the Jingasa Kabuto. The Eastern Robes. We don't even need the Charm of Igaigetsu. Yeah, we don't need to fight this thing. We can just leave. Anna's losing her goddamn kitty mind at the thunder. Aw. Hi, Renetta. How you doing? That was the red man. They're chunky, but they're chunky and they're terrifying, but they're easy enough to avoid if you're not looking at chat. Okay. It's fine. Okay. We got a purifying talisman, so we can go in here. We can hit up some, okay. We can hit up the scrolls here, see if we can get anything cool. Get dunked on, Maniba. Okay. Small key. Throwing dart. Okay. Torch, we need more of those. Oh, give me head. Fuck! Worm juice, that's kind of useful. Give me head. Yes! Scroll of lockpicking. Okay. Give me head. Yes! Scroll of the highwayman. Oh, the secrets of dashing and speedrunning. Oh, the thing I already had at character creation. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't need to waste 30 mind, like, giving Ulmer an erection. You returned home, power went down, that was that. Oh, gods, I hope you're okay. Okay. Teach Calcium Dash. You know what? I'll do it, but because we can. It's just you and me, Calcium. We're against the world. We can do this. All right. I'm gonna hit up the wizard salesman. Oh my god, I don't remember where I'm going in the dark. There we go. All hail the pinecone pig. Did you know that, number one, the main character does not have to be the one who has the pinecone pig. And two, the person who has the pinecone pig doesn't even have to be in the party. The game still checks to see if any character has the pinecone pig. Okay, we have one more soul stone. I think, okay. I think we need a couple more. In a Frapolo 94 video, he mentions that if the pinecone pig is equipped to somebody who leaves the party, the game still checks to see if they're equipped with a pinecone pig in combat. Should put it on Gulio. Oh my god, yeah, maybe. Oh, fuck. Oh, that was dumb of me. I should not have done that. But now we're here. Pinecone pig is like the best friend. Okay, you know what? I've got 7 explosive vials. Fuck it. Lol. Lamau even. Explosives and opium. That's how the British do things. Oh my god. Alright. You there. I'm gonna fight you later. What do you protect here? I protect the passage of the kings that lies beyond the gates of eternity. Fancy names for old derelict walls. I like them. Nothing of interest. That's okay. That's okay. Empty? Come on. Oil? Not bad. Funga 3, Wrath of the Pinecone Pig. Oh, yeah. Isn't Tails bugged and more likely on coin flips? Maybe. It does seem to be more likely. Okay, some opium, that's cool. Hi, Sun King, how you doing? Okay, we don't need to... Okay, bunch of those. Explosive vial, bear trap, worm juice, tobacco, pine cone. Did you know that you can ask Ulma for a pinecone pig, or you can ask Ulma for a pine cone? Getting the pinecone pig through the empty scroll. The description says that it gives you pinecone pig instructions, but it actually gives you the pinecone pig.
Trans rights. Fuck turfs.
Hell yeah. Furthermore, if you ask Olmir for a pine cone, like just a pine cone, he gives you 20 of them. And the only use for a pine cone is to make a pine cone pig. Okay. So the reason we've come here is there is one other skeleton in the game. Alright, chat. One more feat of undead. What do we name him? Oh, it almost fits. It almost fits. Okay, wait. There's another way we can do this, I think. Isn't there a... Ah, here we go, page. Here we go. Bones Malone. Okay. My psyche is crumbling. Yeah, and I'm... and in real life. Okay. Have a little bit of copium. Alright, rattle them, boys. Okay, you get sharp teeth, you get a wooden buckler, you get a leather helmet, you get plate mail, you get... I should have umlauted it, yeah, maybe. Oh well. You get the pinecone pig. And then there's this asshole. Oh, was that... Okay, I did, yeah. I forget what all of the different characters are called sometimes. Okay, cool. Now we've got to hit up the new gods. Okay, oil, blue vial. Now the new gods are not so much fights for the most part as they are puzzles. Okay. Oh shit, yeah, and also the Black Witch and the Skin Granny. No, wait, we don't need the Skin Granny, do we? Actually, I think we do need to kill the Skin Granny. That there is the White Angel. We have the White Angel's soul, so we don't need to actually kill it. Another stick. Excellent. That'll be... We can make another torch. Alright. Oh boy, the Temple of Torment. Yeah, I need to get the Skin Granny for the Endless Soul. You're right. Hi, Pokemon. It's been a while. It's going well. How about yourself? Red Vial, Soul Devour Necklace. Okay. Let's ignore that red man who's just kind of casually chained there. I really should start doing tails. Yeah, that's pretty unsettling. Borderline manic, but managing just for it. Yeah, I know a lot of that. Tails never fails. Tails never fails, baby. Alright, we come back for the Temple of Torment. Hebe is a fucking G-beat, I know. God, my biggest issue is, like, getting around this place. Alright. We're gonna hit up the Skin Granny first then, since we've got about as big a party as we're gonna have. Then there's this bitch. That's the uterus. Okay. Thanks to the White Angel Soul, we are running real fast. So struggling to figure out someone, you know, that you can code custom chat pets. I do not know who would be useful for that. But I wish you luck in your search. Tails never fails. Hi, Ricochet Ray. How you doing? Soulstone? God. Like we need any more of those. Panicked only a little bit when you saw the knife, reminded you of a Tonberry. Yeah, like the critical slash is still really nasty though. Red vial, blue herb, tobacco, cloth hood, tinder boxes, leather helmet, small key. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. As someone who... Oh my god. We can save the run. We can save the run.
Well, I sure hope somebody picks up that phone, because I f***ing called it!
Okay. Okay. All right. We can save the run. Oh, Lord. Teach. Phase. Now, normally, I would advocate against doing phase step because it is broken as hell. But I also kind of need to save. Okay. I need to find the debug spot. Okay. Shit, where is it? Fear and hunger debug spots. Help me for Apollo 94, you're my only hope.
To advance of 5 tiles. How can we use this? Do you know that if you go into this precise spot and then just walk, you will trigger an event that is just...
Okay, okay. Okay. Where is the one that where's the one that gives you the infinite book of enlightenment? Ah, fuck. I don't remember where it is. I think it's in the Temple of Torment somewhere. Apollo truly is the king of fun. Yeah. Apollo is basically one of the new gods. Okay. I think I know the one that...
Hungary's...
Okay. Trying to remember like where the hell it is that okay. Yeah, honestly, it's been one of the one of the best ways for me to like learn is just by poring over like Frapolo videos. God, oh, I think I found it. I think I found it. I know it's somewhere in the Temple of Torment. Where's... hang on.
Exact place. This gives a quill, empty scroll, some armors, some other items we will mention later, some party members like the girl, enables certain stuff related to terror and starvation difficulty, but we don't care about that. But, and here it comes the problem, it makes the game think you are the marriage.
Okay, so that's not the right one. Fuck. I am... oh, here we go, here we go.
Of course, though, the developer did not think about the possibility of using debug spots for Book of Enlightenments, and that's why now we have unlimited access to save files. Now, save immediately. Imagine if your PC crashes or something. We are...
I know, right?
Since...
Okay, I think I recognize that spot. Okay, it's not in the Temple of Torment. It is, okay. And yes, I named my character Butts after the Berserk character Guts. We will never forget Snans underscore or El Gulio. Exactly. They were true G's. Okay, that's clearly not the right space. Alright then, cool. So it has a torch bracket and a clear run up to okay. We did it! I found the debug spot that gives you the Book of Enlightenment. Okay, cool. That's it. All right. I really need to do some other things, but I did not want to let you all go without first getting access to the Book of Enlightenment because I wanted to save the run. Okay. The book radiates in every color of the spectrum. You feel like your journey has just began, as if your existence before this very moment has been like watching someone else entirely. You feel a perspective shift in your surroundings, as if everything was to shrink, or perhaps you were to ascend higher. Gain a better understanding of yourself. Thank you for the follow. Followers are anonymous, but always appreciated. Okay, cool. I have some other stuff that I really needed to do, but I did not want to abandon the run before we... Praise Alma for the 4th empty scroll. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, hit the subscribe button, and remember that the world is only as dark as we allow it to be.